Hello everyone. Today we are going to talk about androgyny. It's quite interesting topic actually. A lot of people do not understand what androgyny is, and they often confuse that androgyny is something like being transgender. In order to understand androgyny, we need to understand three things before we move on to androgyny. The three things that we need to understand is sex, gender, gender identity. Now, what is sex? I'm not sharing my personal private bedroom life. No, we are not talking about that. What we are talking about here is what we usually fill up in the forms, or by creating the profiles on social networking, we usually fill up what our sex is. Now, how does sex is determined? Sex is determined by what is your biological anatomy, what organs you are born with. So a person who is born with a penis will be male, a man, and a person who is born with vagina and breast, that has to be female. Second thing is gender. What exactly is gender? Now, gender, to be very honest, it's a mental and social construct. I'm going to say mental and social construct because both the things play equally important role. Now, how social construct works here? Since childhood, we have seen what men are supposed to do and what women are supposed to do in our families. We have ingrained that in our brains that this is what men are supposed to do, this is what women are supposed to do. Men are supposed to be the bread and butter earner, and women are supposed to be the housemaker, or they need to sew and stitch, and men need to play sports and protect the young ones and the women of the family. That's how we have seen the things, and that's how we have identified that okay, men are supposed to do these things and women are supposed to do these things. Yes, it may differ for a lot of people depending on how their family has been there. Your mind helps you determine what gender you belong to. Social construct helps you understand what are the features or what are the deeds of a particular gender, and your mind determines what is your gender. Gender identity for every person can actually be very different. Most of the people go with the gender norms, and most of the people are categorized in the same boxes, but there are things outside those boxes. So many things. There are men who identify themselves as women, women who identify themselves as men, men who identify themselves as women but still want to be men, and women who identify themselves as men but still want to be women, and such permutations and combinations, and there are going to be a lot of gender identities, a lot. Oh my god, I cannot take so much. How many things do I need to learn? No, you don't need to learn, honey. You don't need to. Now that we know what gender identity, sex, all of it is, let's talk about androgyny. Now, what is androgyny and why is it different from transgenders? Well, you see, androgyny is nothing but a style or a fashion of a person as to how they want to show their gender identity or how they want to portray themselves, which does not fit in their own gender norms. Like me wearing liner, wearing jewelries, wearing heels, those are something that are categorized as a feminine thing to do or a woman's thing. But I do it because I think that it makes me look pretty, something eye-catchy which people will look at, like you see my liner and people will be like, who this man is. This person has beard, isn't he? Like, he has beard and he has liner again, and he does really amazing eye makeup. Oh my god. You can very easily challenge the gender norms, the social construct, and do what you want to do. A lot of people get confused that, okay, if a person is androgynous, then the person has to be gay. I'm sorry, it's not necessary. In India, across the world, everywhere, women have been wearing men's clothes for a long time now. So you don't determine someone's sexuality based on what they are wearing. You don't have to. I have come across a guy, a friend of mine, who told me that one of his friends has a girlfriend and he loves to cross-dress. And his girlfriend knows it. And the only problem is that the guy cannot accept the fact that why does he like wearing girls' clothes. You don't have to be gay to be androgynous. What you need to do, what you need to be, is a human being who is ballsy enough to try. Give it a try. Just ignore, just forget, just unlearn what you have learned about gender, sexuality, whatever. There's one interesting movie that I had seen during one queer film festival in Mumbai, and it was about a guy who was transforming to a girl, and he falls in love with a girl. Now people are like, why? Why would you do that? If you were interested in girls, why did you convert yourself into woman? To look cool, to be like, yeah, I am a lesbian? No. What you think is not the way. You don't know that person. Don't be so quick to judge. That person transformed herself into a woman from what she was born with because she was not comfortable being a man. It's as simple as that. What she did to herself is what she wants for herself. What she's comfortable with, what skin, what anatomy she is comfortable with is what she's going to do, or he or Z, whatever. Who they love has nothing to do with what organs you have got. Forget the idea of a dick is for vagina. Please forget that. Whatever a person does to their body is because they find themselves comfortable in that, and whatever the person wants from the other person is because that person loves that person. Love does not know gender, color, race, whatever you can think of. Love is love. It does not think that oh, he has 6 inches, I think that will be better. I think now I love that person. No, you don't work that way. If the two people are comfortable and fine with each other, you don't need to interfere. Just go. Okay? So yes, I hope that clears out a bit why transgenders and androgynous people are different, even though there's very fine line in between. But transgender people are not androgynous, or maybe they are, or androgynous people are not transgender, or maybe they are. Androgynous people are not gay, or maybe they are. Gay people are not androgynous, or maybe they are. A person does not change their anatomy through surgery because they wanted to have sex with someone. They change their anatomy because they find themselves comfortable in that. So stop using your brain. Just believe that what you have learned, what you know, there's always going to be a difference in that. And just learn to accept and enjoy the beauty in the diversity, in the differences. But yes, that's what I wanted to talk about. Please don't get confused and just accept people as they are. If you are getting confused, just leave it there. Just say that, okay, wherever you are, I don't really care. I'm happy for you, that you are happy, and I love you the way you are. I hope you like the video. If you like my rants, if you think that I'm worth watching, if you think that I help you understand the things, give me a thumbs up maybe, or subscribe to my channel, and I'll keep updating some more rants later on. So yeah, and I hope I do look pretty today.